Very good morning to you all. I'm Prabhpreet Singh and I'm here to present the web app which our group has developed for the DBMS course. We have modeled a hall management system which we thought is of quite practical relevance in the scenario of our campus, and we are using XAMPP as our server solution. We have, to keep this video short and precise, we have already initialized our database with a few values which we'll see now. So we have the contact details of a few of the students and wardens which we have registered. We have one entry in the journal news, which we'll see what it is now. We have the hall authorities as the wardens. Then the hall council table is empty. The hall data, we have initialized 5 halls for the purpose of this demonstration. However, to keep this video short, we'll only be using 2 halls, the Azad hall and the VSH hall. In the hall news, we have nothing. We'll add this on the go in the video itself. And the login credentials, we have added it for the 2 wardens of VSH Azad and for a few of the borders. So in the student data, these are the details of the students which have registered so far, and the upvotes. Yeah. So for the purpose of updating the databases for the proper updation, we have used a number of triggers. Yeah. So we have decrement borders, which is triggered when a border is deleted or a border leaves the hall. We have the decrement votes, which triggers when a person when the person undoes his upvote to a complaint. As we can see, the complaint issues stores the number of upvotes, so this trigger acts there. Then we have a demote from council. Basically, in our app, we have given the wardens the power to demote, promote, and demote a student from the hall council. So, which we'll see shortly. And similarly, we have increment borders, increment votes, and promote to council. So let's begin by signing. Let's register myself. So in the demo I'll register myself. Prabhpreet Singh Sodhi. Email address prabh2007. So let us view at the features which we have in the registration form. So I have all the fields as mandatory. For example, if I leave it as empty, when I'll register, I'll be prompted to fill out this field. Then if I enter another password which does not match with this password, so I won't be able to register, and I'll get a message that passwords do not match. So let's undo the changes. So now the passwords match. So I'll register myself as a boarder of Azad Hall, my roll number, my phone number. So here we have the option to add multiple phone numbers as well. It is a multi-valued attribute. I can add, let us say, add a sister phone number 960, and I can also delete this. Let us have it. So, and the category is border, date of birth. We have incorporated a number of sanity checks. Then, for example, if I join with this date of birth, I'll be told that it must be 2010 or earlier. This is one of the sanity checks in the date of birth field. Similarly, we have made one phone number compulsory. These all the fields are compulsory. Another sanity check is confirmation of the passwords. So let's register. Similarly, now let's register the assistant warden of the Vidyasagar Hall of Residence. Let us say his name is Mr. Ashok Kumar. We have already, as we can see in the student data, we now have my name appearing, which it earlier was not. And similarly, in the hall authorities, there are currently only 2, warden of Azad and warden of VSH. And let us add it here. Employment ID, let's keep it simple, assistant warden or a warden, let us precise, AW VSH. Phone number, any random number for now. So category is warden. and he's the assistant warden. The date of appointment, let us put it 1st January 2018. As we can see, we don't have it right now in the login IDs or anything. So let's register, and when we refresh this database, we see that we have added AWVSH in the login credentials. Similarly, in the hall authorities, we have it as the assistant warden of VSH Hall of Residence. These are the chief wardens respectively. Yeah. So we have done with demonstration of this register form. So let's once look at the global pages. This is the global contacts page, which shows the HMC officials. We have added a few numbers like the security officer, assistant security officer, technological coordinator, and senior medical officer. These are just for demonstration. And then we have about page, which shows our group. And then we have the home page. Then we have the news. So this is the general news which we have already posted in here. This is what is appearing. So we can always add to it, but we have given this only to the HMC admins, this authority. So let us add our chosen passwords. So we are now connected to the database, and we can add anything. For example, this is a welcome message. Hello everyone. So since it is a notice board, we have not added the options to delete previous notices, as it can lead to confusion. However, the notices appear in the sorted order, in the descending order of the dates. The later notices appear at the top. So this is what we posted, and this is the welcome to the new web application message, which was already present. So let us go back to the home page and then come back to the news. For example, if someone unauthorized tries to access this, let's add some dummy data here. He won't be able to access the page. Okay. So now let us sign in. Let us sign in with the warden. So let us sign in with AWVSH, the assistant warden of VS Hall of Residence, and let's enter the password. This is the home page of the VS Hall, and we can always access the global pages. Now let's go back to my account, and we have about the hall, a short description of the hall. Then we have hall news. So we can, for example, hello everyone, I am the assistant warden. So yeah, so we can see that this message which has been posted, I am the assistant warden, issuing authorities assistant warden. So we can view the complaints which have not been posted by any borders. We can view the borders list, which I have already initialized for the purpose of demonstration, and we can see the useful contacts, which are assistant warden and chief warden for now. So for example, the wardens have the power to promote a student. So let's test this. For example, I promote Shobit to the position of hall president. Now I can see his name also in the useful contacts. So let us log in from Shobit's ID now and see what privileges does a hall president have or any council member has. So I'm now logging on from his ID. So about the hall page is same, hall news. So a council member can also add a hall news. This privilege does not exist with a normal boarder. So welcome to the hall. I am your new hall president. Regards, Shobit. So as we can see, these also are sorted according to the date, and this is the issuing authority is hall president. So now we can see the useful contacts, and we can a boarder, be it a council member or a normal boarder, can be it a normal boarder or a council boarder, can register a complaint. So let's register a complaint. As we can see, the complaints are now till now empty. For example, it is regarding to the mess, and the title is lunch not prepared on time. the the lunch. So later, this is for the first complaint. So a user can upvote this, and the provision to close a complaint is only with the council member. So now let's sign in with the warden. So he can see the hall news. He can see the messages posted by assistant warden, post his own message, but we have already demonstrated this feature enough. So he can view a complaint. A warden is usually not given the provision to upvote a complaint. This provision only restricts the border, but a warden can close this complaint if this issue has been resolved. So he can see the border list as well. And let us say we promote Rajdeep to the promotion of GSIC Miss. So we have added yet another council member to the list of useful contacts. So I'll now log in through Rajdeep's ID. So now he too gets the authority to post hall news. He too can view a complaint. He can upvote the complaint and post another complaint if he wants to. For example, and he can close a complaint. Let us see this. He is a council member. He is the general secretary miss, and he can close this complaint. So he can register another complaint. Let us say on sports, basketball, and let us say basketball court is not properly leveled. So as we can see, we have this complaint now, and as we register this complaint, and let us upvote it. Okay, I'll demonstrate in two steps. So we have this complaint added here, and it is a open complaint while the former is a closed complaint, and I can update, and the trigger adds the number of updates to 1. So this is, so I can sort the complaints as this is the open complaints, show me the closed complaints, show me the complaints registered by me, and we can order it on the basis of date and on the number of upvotes. So now they are ordered on the basis of upvotes. Okay. So now we sign in through another hall. I'm a registered voter of the Azad Hall of Residence. So let me see. Yeah. So this is the home about page for the Azad Hall of Residence, and I have no hall news till now. I have no complaints. However, I can register a complaint. So let's register a complaint. Room not cleaned properly, and content, let us say, let us copy this in. So now we have it added here. Okay, so I can see the useful contacts as the chief warden. So that's how it functions. The user of one hall cannot see the complaints or close or launch complaints for any other hall. This is a feature of this app to prevent unauthorized access. Similarly, we have used session variables to control unauthorized access. For example, a user who is not logged in cannot access this account homepage. He will always be redirected to the homepage unless he is logged in. So this is our app. Let us view the database for the one last time. We have complaints. We added 2 for VSH, 1 for Azad, and we have the contact details. This is the one which I added here, and this is the one which I added here. Now we have general news, the one which we added just now. Then we have the hall authorities, the hall council, the 2 members of the VS hall along with their roll numbers which are promoted to the hall council are shown here. Then we have the hall data, which we have seen already. This is the hall news which we just posted and demonstrated. Login credentials which have hashed passwords. Then the student data, and then the upvote table. So the upvote table has both the primary keys. For example, this is because any complaint can be upvoted by any number of members, and any member can upvote any number of complaints. However, each member can launch only one upvote for a given complaint. Hence, both are the primary keys. Okay, so I think we are done. Thank you very much. We'll model a similar app in Android as we are working on it till now. Please feel free to contact us regarding any doubts. Thank you very much, sir.